What's up, guys? If you are into music reaction channels that are honest, raw, and authentic, look no further. You found your destination. It is the Tazzz and Philly Show. Welcome to our journey.
And make sure that you subscribe below and enjoy the show.
What is good, you sexy son of a guns? It is Philly. That is Tazzz. It's the Tazzz and Philly Show, and we are back with another reaction video. What's good, guys? I'll get into a minute why I was laughing a little bit as I was starting the intro here. It was just
you looked in the mirror. Go
the
ahead.
ridiculous conversation that we had prior to hitting record. But here it is in the nutshell. We were doing a subscriber request tonight of a group named Pentatonix. The song is called The Sound of Silence. So I say, oh, I wonder if this is a Simon and Garfunkel cover. Also, Disturbed did a cover of the song. If it happens to be the same song that I absolutely loved, and I actually could make arguments that I like it better than the original. This asshole says Simon and Garfunkel, don't they have a variety show? And I'm like, what does that mean? He's like, oh, I meant Penn and Teller. And then I'm like, what? And he says, I'm white, but would you say something like, I'm not that white? And I'm like, you don't have to be white to know who Simon and Garfunkel is, for one. It was just so ridiculous.
I got it mixed up, and then I was thinking of the guy that used to smash watermelons. But then that was one
Gallagher.
Guy. Oh, all right. It's a G. I had the G right.
Oh, yeah. The G the same. That's great. Oh, my God.
All right. Well, I was trying to think. Wait a minute. Is Simon and Garfunkel, is Simon also Paul Simon? Because I've heard of him sing sometimes.
Oh,
did he go solo?
Oh, look at you.
Did he go
there
solo?
You go.
That's him?
There you go. Yes.
All right. So I knew him as Paul Simon. I never saw him with Garfunkel. Is that the guy's first name?
Yeah, his name's Garfunkel. His first name's Garfunkel.
It could be if he's from like Garfunkeland. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not. But this is just just whatever. But hey, maybe this
real and authentic people, huh?
Maybe it's not even the cover, but the song being called "Sound of Silence" makes me believe that it is. But
well,
we'll see.
See, I'm very excited. I have been a Pentatonix. Sorry. See, I'm getting excited. I'm mixing them with Penn and Teller. I have been a Pentatonix fan since they started. Fun fact, they won off of a singing competition called the Sing Off, where Nick Lachey was the host. I watched every week. I rooted for them every week, and then they won. And then I followed them for a while, but then some shit got in the way, and then I stopped following them. So I haven't heard their rendition of this song, if this is a rendition from the artist that Philly just said. So it's going to be exciting for me. They're just amazing, like the dynamics and the layers and what they can do and so forth. I haven't really followed them since Avi left. Avi was one of the bass sounds and voices, and he left to do his own thing, and then they replaced him. And I haven't really heard many songs with their replacement. So that'd be exciting to see what he's all about. His name is Matt. Shut up. I believe he's a bassist too. I guess it would make sense to replace with another bassist. So, in any event, because it's past Philly's bedtime, you can't roll with the big dogs. So, without further ado, let's play this song and see if Philly is right, if this is a awesome cover of the people he mentioned or not. Or not. I said if.
Did you not say, though, that they do covers? That's what makes me even think it even more.
I don't know if they still do. Like they did at the beginning, but they've been around for like a minute, so that's why I don't know. I don't like to just come out and say like I know it.
We're gonna know it. I'll know 15 seconds into the song.
Those two letters mean a lot. If they are doing a cover, I can't wait to hear their rendition. Here we go. Woo! Love it already.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence.
In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence.
And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never share, and no one dare disturb the sound of silence.
Of silence, of silence, of silence. Fool said I, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my arms that I might reach you. But my words like silent raindrops fell and echoed in the wells of silence.
In the people mountain red, to the neon god they made,
And the signs are shouting for me, and the words that he was for me, and the signs said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls, and whispered in the sound of silence.
And I believe they're on tour now. So something how on there they said on tour, but I believe they're on tour now. I believe I read that right. So, but I don't want to fully commit to it. Tell me in the comments, but I think I read that. So that's great. So they must still do covers. I don't know if they only do covers. I really believe that they have some of their own songs. The reason why I know this is kind of recent is because if it's an older version of them, Avi is still in it. Avi was replaced by that one guy, Matt, the black guy that was singing, the thinner one, I guess I could say. So I know it's more current. So I mean that's still cool though, because if you're saying Simon and Garfunkel sang this and Disturbed, I mean it could be an homage to them, you know, because they've been around for a minute. And again, it's still fresh and stuff when you put your own take. So, you know, it's 5 of them singing the role of 2 people originally. Oh my God, that was so freaking awesome. Let me put these things up here. All right, our little names. I just loved it. I just loved it. I mean, I didn't really have much doubt because, like I said, I'm a Pentatonix fan. I fell out of watching them for a while. Stuff got in the way or whatever, but it doesn't matter because watching that, it felt like I was watching them all over again. I mean, they're so seasoned now. I mean, they were pretty seasoned though when I saw them on the sing-off. I mean, the only thing is maybe if you looked in their eyes a little bit, you saw a little bit of nervousness. Plus, they were being judged every week by the judges. So, but other than that, like when it was time to perform, when the music started or whatever, and the lights dimmed, they were like pros each and every time on stage. So they just only perfected it more and more, and now they're bathing in their own um, victory. Like they've grown like so big. Their fan base is huge. They're going on tour. I'm just so happy that they're still popular because you just never know when you win from a show if you lose or if you become uh, non-popular or whatever, but they're still popular, so I'm happy about that. Anything you want to say, Philly?
Um, so obviously they're really talented. I mean, they made that song kind of their own because it's a multiple part group, and they kind of I don't even know. I mean, beatboxing is not the right word, but they added like the kind of like an up tempo to it a little bit. I mean, it's hard for me to separate it a little because the original song is a beautiful song and it's more simplistic than this, and like Disturbed's version is way different even than the original, but it's my favorite cover I've ever heard. I've heard a lot of covers of this song, but I think Disturbed's is the absolute best. With that being said, I thought these guys could obviously sing. My only issue really with it is that this is a kind of like a sad song. But they made this kind of up tempo, and it just for me it doesn't fit the lyrics. That's the only issue. Like the sound of the song, yeah, it sounded good. Like yeah, they're good. They harmonize. That's my only criticism of it. Really, it's not that I disliked it. I just think that the nature of how they did it didn't fit exactly with the lyrics. Because if you hear the original, it's way more chill than this. But I mean, at the end of the day, obviously they're a really talented group.
I hear what you're saying, but I mean, I guess the only defense I have is it's not like they were like smiling and laughing and giggling. Like they had like somber kind of faces, so that kind of would go along with the sadness that you said is of the lyrics. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, no, they weren't making me. They weren't laughing and partying. I get that completely. But just, I mean, it's not even like I don't know if criticism is even the right word. Like, it's my only. I guess it is. I guess it is a criticism. It's my only like beef with the song is just that I didn't feel like the up tempo nature of what they did fit what the song's lyrics actually are. But that's not to
Right.
say that I didn't think it was catchy. Like if you just if I didn't know the song at all and I didn't hear the lyrics and I just heard them doing da da da, doing like a harmony to it or whatever, I'd be like, oh, this is
Right.
really cool. But when I know what the song's about, I kind of go, hey, it doesn't really match. But that's about the only bad thing I would say. They're obviously really talented. They sound good together. It's just that part of it for me. And I mean, maybe I'm the only one that thinks that way. Somebody else, I'm sure there's plenty of others that loved it. Others that might totally disagree with me. Maybe some that do agree, but it doesn't make me think that they're not good because they are.
Oh yeah, everything you're saying is valid. I guess I could say in your defense, because like you said, you've heard many different renditions of this song. This is the only one I've heard, so this is the only thing I have to go on. I never heard from Disturbed, Simon and Garfunkel, nor actually anybody else that sang this song, perhaps. So for me, this is all I got. Whereas if you've heard different ways of singing it, it makes perfect sense if you liked one better or if Disturbed had more of a sadness, somberness to it based on the lyrics. So
it's just if you heard the original artist, if you heard the original song,
you got all that in your brain when you're hearing it. I hear it.
Yeah, it's just like if I obviously we're not reacting to it, but I'll send you the original. You listen to that and listen to it, and then you base it up against this, and you go, "Oh, I see what he's talking about." I gotta believe you would. So, but like I said,
yeah, send me the link afterwards. So
yeah,
we'll definitely do that. But other than that, I think I already said this, but I'm just glad that Pentatonix is still going strong because I forget how long ago they won the sing-off. But the sing-off was not as big as like your American Idols and your The Voices and stuff. So from a show like that, I don't know if that show was like worldwide or was just the United States. But for them to be because now Pentatonix is worldwide. Like they go all outside the United States and other countries, and like they have a huge following. So I'm happy for them because they're all very humble and they're all very friendly, which I love that even more. Like, cause some people, you let that life get to your head, and they've all seemed to still be themselves. But then when the show must go on, like they're very professional, and the fact that they're so young, because sometimes young people just don't know how to handle that, and they just go all ham and everything. But So that makes me respect them even more. But being that I was there at their beginning stages, I really have like a little bit more like extra love for them and just wish them the continued best. And same with Avi, who left to do his own thing. I mean, that takes a lot of cojones to leave an already popular group and say you want to go solo and do your own thing. I wish him continued success as well because he was the originator. He was on the sing-off and was with Pentatonix through their beginnings. But yeah, other than that, let's vote.
Sounds good. All right. So anybody new to the channel, anybody old to the channel, two rating system here. It's ass or pass. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Either we like it or we don't. So if it sucks, it's ass. If we like it, it's pass. And we'll get into that now. So Tazzz will count to 3. I'm going to drum roll. We're going to rate this bad boy. We'll move on to the next reaction video.
Let's rate.
Are you ready?
Ready. 3, 2, 1. Bam, bam, bam. I'm
passing it for they're talented.
Damn right.
I think they can sing well. I mean, it sounded good, but I'm not going to fail it because I think that it didn't meet up with the way the lyrics are. That's not a reason for me to fail the song, but that would be my only criticism of it, is that I just thought that it was too up-tempo for what the lyrics are. With that being said, obviously a talented group. So
yes.
Well, let us know down below what you guys think. I'm sure we'll have a mixed review on this as far as like whether you agree, don't disagree, whatever the case may be. But either way, you can't be wrong with an opinion, right? So except unless you disagree with me. So with that being said, you could be anywhere in the world that you would want to be tonight, but you have chosen to listen to this song while Tazzz and I reacted to it, and we couldn't appreciate you more. So from myself, Philly, that is Tazzz. It is the Tazzz and Philly show. Have a great St. Patrick's Day and a wonderful night. Peace.
And take it easy and keep it breezy.